Hey, Dustin. Have you seen my backpack? Have you seen my backpack? I guess. How you doing, Brenda? Corey. What's up, Corey? Shout out to Longmont, Colorado. Thank you guys for joining me again. Right now, the guy passing me on, he has these deck of cards for sale. You see here, we have, tells you on here. I have more information. I'm gonna tell you guys more about this. But these are American cards. And there's a warning on the back too. It's amazing. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can. I'll read it to you. I don't think I can focus in on it. It says, warning, liberty is highly addictive. These cards are a threat to tyranny. Please play responsibly. Very awesome deck. I'm actually gonna try to slip it in my car right now. I don't want it in my pocket. I want to preserve this deck and probably give it to my father. Right now we're just waiting on True Patriot. We're probably going to go visit the archives along with the Department of Justice. Yeah. Oh no, I saw that. She's over behind me. She don't need no airtime, but she's actually like on a different side. Like they actually have a permit to be other places, but she's choosing to be over there, and that's fine. That's her right. That's okay. At least she's not screaming obscenities at us and making all her people look bad. You know, she's okay with me. Not committing a crime at all, obeying the First Amendment. Hello, Sin. Hello, Gail. I know, D. Hello, Irvin. Hello, God First. I'll give you guys a scene of the counter-protester. They seem to come in pairs of one. Ooh, and she has a live stream set up, it looks like, or maybe someone else is with her and has a live stream. Not sure what the sign says. I'm not really caring. Yeah, this wasn't a DC traffic cop. This was actually park police, believe it or not. That wrote me the ticket. ×3. Good point, liberal moms. But a lot of these people have been on the road for many months, and I imagine this woman right here probably got to sleep in her own comfortable bed last night, and is probably very much so well rested and ready to go. You know, I have noticed, you know, after a few weeks, it starts to wear down on you a little bit. You know, it doesn't kill you. You know, it does make someone stronger, but you know, once in a while we need other people to take our place. just so we can get a break. That's why we need that's why we need 1,000 people here or more. So people can take care of what they need to take care of and not feel bad for leaving. Right now, we're all just holding the ground for all the patriots that want to come out here. I got 3 tickets. One was parking. My tags just expired today, which is kind of confusing. I thought they're not my tags. It's a friend of mine, but I'm pretty sure I just put their new stickers on there. But if not, I think they're sitting at home. I'm not sure, but it's also parking. They gave me a parking ticket because the limit is 3 hours. And I was one of the only people who hadn't received a ticket. But normally tickets are passed out by like a third-party company, like the meter maids that walk around. No one, to my knowledge, here has received a parking ticket or any sort of ticket from Park Police. And the officer who wrote the tickets was the officer who was very triggered when I had a camera pointing her direction from like 12 feet away. She did not like that at all. I don't understand because she was wearing a camera, I believe. So it's very hard for me to understand why somebody having a camera on their chest at all times would be triggered by someone else having a camera on a tripod, not even trying to hide it, and that wasn't getting in her face. She would never let me do that. I was to the point where I didn't even get her name, and I shouldn't really have to have a name and badge number, but I know a few of you viewers wanted the name and badge number, and I was to the point where I felt if I would have asked the name and badge number, I would have been targeted and possibly given like a ticket that night or the next morning. Well, sure enough, I didn't even go as far as I should have, and I did receive 3 tickets in the morning. So that was interesting. That's a nice thought, Yorkie, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Let me go get in sight of Steve, true Patriot, so he knows where I'm at. scooter for Christmas. Gail said someone needs to buy you a scooter for Christmas. Run. Yeah, he's pretty tall.
Ready?
Where are we going? Faith is very important, D, and never go to the dark side. Many people in the Bible lacked faith. Many stories about that. I never seen Bandit at the mall either. I never seen Bandit anywhere. I've only been with this movement since they've come to Washington, D.C. No, they need to call the police if it's real statements because there's children around, but it's not real. That's what I was yelling at a lady the other day. I'm like, if the statements are true, call the police right now.
Yeah, but see, there's nothing illegal with anybody being around, right?
Well,
Those
children.
Even if they were convicted of whatever they did, they're entitled to be around.
Even around children?
Who?
Like if you have certain
Yes.
crimes on your record?
Well, it depends on what you did and what your stipulations are within consent.
Okay.
But that person is innocent.
Yeah, I have no idea. I
already know.
I never met the person.
Yeah, that person is innocent. They have a letter from the girl
Okay.
that made false accusations. They sent it to the judge and has not been released.
Okay.
But either way, even if it's not that, what about in your neighborhood? What about your church, your stores, your whatever?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you go to the store clerk and say, have you checked in PETOs today?
Yeah,
you don't.
have you checked your neighborhood
Right.
lately? It's public
You know,
information.
they're allowed to be out in their lawn even if you were right next door to them and you had children. It's your job to watch your children. You know? So, that's the reality of it. This person, I don't know.
On your right.
Thank you.
Is the voice just as loud?
And then to go and make lies about him.
Folks, she is lying to you. She is lying to you, but we are about.
You go to stores and you're telling people lies about somebody that's never factual evidence, and you're literally showing them pictures, and we have it on
crime.
tape. That's a crime.
Yeah.
That is a
A
crime.
police officer told me about that once.
Yep. So you can't do that. Her sign is fine. I mean, she's not making a statement generally about here. I don't know if she's talking to anybody.
But what you just said previous, that they have on camera.
Yeah, that I do. Saw that somebody. Please, I'm asking you to stop. That might be. I pointed her out. I didn't talk to her.
Is that what we are now? Are the groomers. I'm glad Jesus gets like 50% of the
The
vote.
gays are the groomers, Miss Lori.
That's not true.
I have the elementary school I went to has a big rainbow rock in front of it right now.
Oh, really?
They painted the boulder with the rainbow
Let me
propaganda.
get this one. You got it.
choo-choo. I know, they did get out early today. And when I did come to this movement, from what I understand, I did not submit my ID. I didn't submit a birth certificate. I am not employed. There's no way they're my employer, so they'd have no reason to give me a background check to figure out who I am. If I am a danger and I'm not supposed to be here, the police should figure out who I am and remove me promptly. But here we got True Patriot. Steve! Steve! Are we going? Alright, I'm gonna grab some water.
that have power.
Hello everybody, we're just moments away from walking to the Archives building with True Patriot. I want to remind everyone here to continue content like this and to find it easily. Please hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. After you hit that bell, you're gonna select all, and then every time I go live or make a short warning you guys I'm gonna go live, or make a video while I wasn't live, you will be notified immediately. All right, that was a we are gonna get ready to walk now. Please zoom out. Who's that?
Oh yeah. Oh nice. Thank you, by the way. I didn't mean to be.
Oh no, you're fine. You got a lot going on.
I need that straw.
Can I get a bottle of water real quick?
Yeah. Yeah. And have some flowers, yeah.
You got some?
I got some, but not too many. I mean, we need a few more flowers. With or without? With or without? How'd they vote?
Let's see. It's gonna be about probably
With
30 seconds to get a legal quorum here.
with
Destroy somebody like that.
What do you
with
guys think? With glasses or without
Or without.
glasses? Let's get a legal
Oh, let
quorum.
me see.
If you
with.
don't wear them, I
Oh,
will.
I think they're pretty nice. I think with.
All right, that's a confirmation. Rhonda, we're gonna go soon.
Yeah, I got some.
People from PA have food there and parking
People from where? What?
Hey John, nice to see you here.
People from where gonna get parking? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. There's people on the way.
Maybe we shouldn't leave.
No. I think they're just making room for them. Maybe.
Well, that's nice, but there's new people coming. I don't necessarily.
That would be True
It
Patriot.
could be just me and you, which would be all right.
Well, the quorum wasn't exactly legal, but I'm gonna pull a Pelosi and say with the glasses.
Oh, okay. You mean they were tied up over there?
Huh?
They were tied up on the.
No. It was by far going in the with direction.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it wasn't quite a legal quorum, so I just pulled a Pelosi and
I
legaled it anyways.
What is Dom's mom's name? I'm so bad.
Tom's mom.
Dom's mom.
It
'Cause
rhymes.
She's coming with us.
Okay, awesome.
Could you please ask her name? Right.
Where is Dom?
Dom, I think, left with. This is just my prediction, or maybe.
So Dom left and got his mom to replace him.
No, kind of, sort of,
Yeah, that's awesome.
which doesn't bother me.
No.
But I think Dom and Crystal with AJ, Crystal,
She was
may
here
have
this
driven
morning.
Tony to Florida. They may be doing that short.
Crystal was here this morning.
No, they left this morning. They left a
Okay.
while ago. I'm just predicting that. I haven't heard. That's an inside scoop from down on the ground at the 1776 Restoration Movement. Inside scoop. Yeah.
Alright, I couldn't find the box.
Go, girl.
I couldn't find the
That's
box.
all we
I got it.
need. That's all we need.
We have a large French presence in
Got
DC
a lot
this
of
week.
flags.
Little teeny.
She's gonna look good over there. All right, let's us three go.
All right, sorry guys, I'm just correcting my brightness to.
Then we'll come. We won't be long. We won't be long. We'll be back within an hour. I'm just gonna read the Constitution.
I can't say which is better.
Trying to figure out her sign.
Alright, a little
It says
information about
gays
what we're
against
doing
groomers,
today.
but a lot of gays are groomers. Not all, but it is quite a common occurrence.
A little information about what we're doing.
And a lot of gays were actually groomed themselves as children. There's quite a large group of that majority was abused as a child, and they didn't get the justice they deserved for it. And this is kind of a way to rebel.
I don't understand.
So really,
that
it's,
woman there used to be in Hagerstown on our team.
really,
Yeah. And she would say she's gay, but you're all like, that's cool.
I didn't see anything that were against gays.
I don't know how she ended up joining them.
But they say that themselves, but when you say it about them,
Oh yeah,
that's when
yeah. It's not a. Doesn't work both ways.
I think that's actually in there. I'll pull up the website right now and show it to you.
That's interesting.
Are you doing forward or backwards? Are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
You're doing forward or backwards?
What do you? Oh, forward.
Okay,
Forward.
I'm
Yeah.
behind you.
That's fine. I'll take note.
The second day this group formed, 76 in the parking lot,
Information
way
about what
before,
we're doing here
the day
today?
before Redmond.
Thank
Uh-huh.
you.
That woman right there, we just passed. She was there as trying to be one of us from Hagerstown. And she disrupted the whole group with, oh, there's all these problems. You're not going to see this. You're not going to. And she was creating problems on the second day of this group's existence.
Wow.
And here she is standing on the grass.
In Washington D.C.
Yeah. That was out, in the parking lot, Hagerstown. And she left at that point and came to Washington, D.C. I guess she melded with the crowd here, and now she's standing on the grass against us, calling us groomers. What a jerk. What a bunch of jerks. Jerks against freedom.
Yeah. JAO. Or no, JAF.
J-E-R-K.
JAF, Jerks Against Freedom.
Jerks against freedom.
Yeah, they're part of the JAF crew.
That's a real movement?
It is now.
I knew.
Fact check it.
Jerks against
Fact check
freedom.
it. Oh, I hope we get a red light. At least I see the building.
That's it?
That is the archives.
DOJ?
Is nearby.
You do it, right? I thought I stood there.
Dude, trust me, we ain't walking too far, man. I can't.
Well, I hear you there. We'll talk at the Constitutional
Dude, I've been
Hall.
falling asleep so
We'll
early.
read the Constitution in Constitutional Hall. How about that? What a concept.
Yeah, let's see if they'll let us do that. We have to contact the Daughters of Revolution to get that done, though. Maybe we can even get a big crowd to show up, and then we could be like a fundraiser for the Daughters of the Revolution.
Well, supposedly they're a Patriot female group.
Yeah, they're literally the Daughters of the Revolution. Like, they're the female sector of the that can trace back their family lineage to people who fought for freedom in the Revolution.
Yeah, but you don't have to have a lineage if that's the thing. You can just be a woman.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I know for the Sons of the Confederacy, that you have to. I don't know if you have to. It helps if you have lineage. They're out of Richmond, Virginia, I believe. Huh? Oh. Here's this ant sculpture thing. And the name of this thing is very interesting, very bland. Doesn't make much sense. What's it called again?
What's that?
Oh, it's called Tom's. And bolts and welds is called Tom's. Very, very. They thought hard about naming that thing. Ah, I'm slowing down. Feel like I got a flat tire. Hey Steve, where are you going? Oh, that's it. Are we going there first?
I want to see if that's DOJ, that's all.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It says it on the building. That's clearly across from the street.
I'm
going to stand in this shape and talk about what we're doing.
okay. That works. Yeah, that's not the DO. I think the DOJ is that way. I think it's that one with the American flag, you see? I'm pretty sure it's that.
Could be.
Or no, that might be the Department of the Interior. If you have a phone on you, I can look it up real quick.
I don't have a phone. You don't have, oh, you got your phone running.
But that right there is the archives building.
Let's go, we walk over there and talk about the Constitution.
You see the people going in. Wait, why are they walking up there?
Well, they go in.
Because the real entrance is on the ground level.
I'm just looking at the statue.
Okay. But do you want to go on the entrance or the exit?
The entrance.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's cool off for a second and make our way there.
We'll see how it looks when we get there, and you know, I don't want to trip them out.
Yeah, look at the pop-up pigeon behind you, man.
We could do it.
Look, he's trying to do like a mating dance with it too.
He wishes he could do it.
Nah, he is. Look, he's a big pigeon.
He's got a few.
If that thing was trying to attack you, I'm sure you won't have to run the other way.
Oh,
He's not even afraid.
Yeah, he's like, you want some? He probably has spurs on the side of his thing.
He's not afraid at all.
Yeah. He's Papa Pigeon, man.
Big Papa.
He's on a mission right now.
Yeah, he is. That female right there. That's some food.
Oh, yeah. He
Oh,
looks
God,
like he's
Lord.
more concerned about that pigeon than any food. Yeah, that was a large pigeon. You ready?
the restoration is.
Heck yeah. You guys got to come out here to Washington, D.C. and get some memorabilia. How you doing, boss? That's the entrance. We got shade at the entrance over there too.
Let's do that. I don't want to bother you. This is the best place. Just gonna read the Constitution.
Yeah, we're not yelling at nobody.
Preamble. The first, second, maybe third amendment. And then a little Declaration of Independence. In front of a place where they actually show the originals of these documents, also the Bill of Rights, inside of this place. So, what a kind of an honor to come over. I've been wanting to do it and read about our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our Declaration of Independence right in front of the place that in cases, at least as far as we know, we went and looked at them. I have twice now. The Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence. All the original writings are right here in this building.
And I would take you guys in to look at them, but there is no film allowed.
Right. So we thought, what better place? It's only a little bitty ways from where we're encamped for 27 days. And a better place to try and read this on the megaphone a little, nice and light.
The heritage of our past is the seed that brings forth the harvest of the future. All right, we're gonna catch up to True Patriot here.
The boba tea.
Nice spot under a shade tree over here. Try it.
Our group thought we'd come over. Our group thought we'd come over and share the United States Constitution with you guys. What an honor to share our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our Declaration of Independence in front of the place. In front of the place that depicts our original documents. This is actually the first sentence of our Constitution. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, we establish justice, we ensure domestic tranquility, we provide for the common defense, we the people promote the general welfare, and we secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and to our posterity. We the people, we do ordain and establish this Constitution of these United States of America. That's actually the first sentence in our Constitution for these terms. I've been asking, I've been down here in Washington, D.C. now for about 27 straight not our fellow citizens learning the Constitution? Why don't our children know the Bill of Rights? Their own Bill of Rights and bedrock of their freedom. Amendment 1 of our United States Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the rights of the people, to peacefully assemble and to petition their government for a redress of grievances. More and more Americans are learning that they can address their government, both federal, state, and local governments. We can address our government with a redress of a petition of our grievances. Our petition can be something as simple as a statement. My statements and grievances, since I live in Arizona, is I'm sick and tired. I know most of the people are, of seeing millions of undocumented individuals constantly flooding, or where they're all going to end up. They don't even know where they're going, or where we're going to end up. To allow the border to be invaded, basically, while hardly any of us do nothing about it. It's against the United States Constitution. It's not protecting us. Us, Arizona, Texas, parts of California, many other states in the West feel very insecure with our southern border constantly invaded. Not hundreds of thousands, but millions in the last 2.5 years. Millions. It's an illegal action of our country to not take care of that business and stop that border, just like the last administration did. They stopped that border flood overnight of people. There is no reason why the same administration couldn't do the same. There are more drugs coming across our border than any time in our history. There's more inappropriate sexual activity coming across our border than any time in history. We as an American people, we need to look at that and say that's against our Constitution. You are not. Government's greatest responsibility through this Constitution is to protect the American people. They take an oath to protect us from enemies, both foreign and domestic. When they're not taking care of the foreign enemies that are flooding across our border, many disguising themselves as they come across our border. Not to mention all the poor folk that nobody ever gets any real information on. Very few of them ever show up again. So then we have millions of people across our nation with no identity. I actually feel more sorry for them than I do Americans that are allowing it to occur. But what about these poor folk coming from all over the world, and they're actually more strapped here without an ID than they are from where they came. But they get a bunch of free money and they get to drive around with our license, vote in our system, but they've never been, they're not a national citizen. It's unbelievable. That's coming from somebody that's from that area. Many people out in the East, they don't realize how terrible it is down there. And by our Constitution, every state is protected, not just these states on the East Coast, not just the middle of this country. You got to protect Texas and Arizona too, federal government. And if you can't do your job, then we, the states, will do them for ourselves, like Texas is choosing to do. Amendment number 2 in our U.S. Constitution. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's amendment number 2 of our Bill of Rights. Amendment number 3, no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. We're reading some of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence in front of the place where these documents, the original documents, are encased. At least as far as we know, we're going to trust that the government's really saying what they're saying, right? Well, we know our Declaration and our Constitution and our Bill of Rights because they're in millions and millions of little booklets all across the world, tens of millions. Little booklets I have in my hand here, they put out 24 million of these constitutions. It covers the whole Constitution, a 65-page booklet. I'm sorry, 46 pages. When in the course of human events, becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitled them a decent respect to the of mankind, that they should declare the causes, we should declare the causes which impel us to separation. Anything we don't like about the government, we have to bring it forward to them without any intimidation or fear. And hopefully somebody hears us up there in the government, we the people, speaking civilly and peacefully to them that we want to be heard. We don't like outrageous gas prices. We know our government can help that change immediately. It's not their job, but they can help it happen. We know that they can speak to the major corporations on this planet and bring down those gas prices like overnight. Just like they can shut down that southern border pretty much overnight. We're personally, we the people are sick and tired of any mandates on our people. It's unacceptable. Emergency Power Act, executive orders flooding down from the presidency. They're unconstitutional. You don't tell us what to do with our bodies. Not in this country. Not this country. We the people hold these truths to be self-evident that all men, all women, all people are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that to secure these rights, the governments are instituted among us. The governments are instituted among we the people. And they derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. And this government, any government, derives its just powers from the consent of the governed, from the consent of we the people who paid their wages, who paid their salaries. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. Hopefully we can just alter these corrupt governments we've had recently, both from the Rhino Republicans and the far left Democrats. They both sides want to take control. They don't want you, the people, to rule. They want to control. It's pretty obvious. But we need to come back to conservative values on all sides. Conservative in the sense of having appropriate elections. Conservative in the sense of being able to listen to both sides in America again. To only hear one side all the time is anti-American. It's communism. From our mass media, our schools, from the corporations, from the sports, we're mostly only hearing one side. That's anti-American. That's not American. Our government and our people are in great trouble because we've forgotten and left behind the bedrock of our freedom, our Constitution. That whenever any form, this is the third paragraph of the Declaration of Independence. You might want to check it out sometime. It tells you how to handle a tyrannical government, such as England was at this time when they wrote this. But it's very comparative to some of the governments we're beginning to have here, including, for that matter, the Bush administration, as far as I'm concerned. But since Obama, the Clintons, just onward and onward of the government taking control of our lives, that was never meant to be. Most of us older folks know that. A huge, bloated, Godzilla-sized federal government was never meant to be. God bless y'all if you share with your kids the United States Constitution is the bedrock of our freedom. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends of our right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, if they become destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to effect their safety and happiness, our safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established, like this government now, 246 years since this Declaration of Independence, most likely to affect their prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience has shown us that humankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But, it's a huge but here. But, however, when a long train, many years, a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same objects, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism. It is their right, it is our right, it is their duty, it is our duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. We need to alter this corrupt government drastically in order to save America. Most Americans are starting to realize that. Most constitutionalists are starting to realize that. That if we don't stand for our Constitution and, for that matter, our moral values now, while we still can freely in America, we will lose our freedom. If our children don't learn this Constitution, why are not the federal government teaching our Constitution in our public schools? We pay them. I don't pay them not to teach my children, my grandkids, our American kids the Constitution. They are obligated to teach the bedrock of our freedom. How come, it's a good question, how come most of our college graduated children in America do not know what the Bill of Rights are? Almost every child in America can name 10 genders, but they can't name the first 10 amendments. They don't even know what they are. They can't even name one of the first Bill of Rights, but they can name 10, 20, 30 genders that don't even exist, but they can't even name our Bill of Rights that does exist. We are tired of a society where so many are allowed to make evil good and good evil. A lot of us are going to stand up this year like never before. I see it. God, finally. People, Americans are standing up like never before, civilly, peacefully, and trying to communicate with their fellow Americans and their government about our condition. And once again, the reason why I have no trouble standing here is one of the worst conditions in our country right now. As you well know, there are many bad conditions, but it's that we're not being taught, our population is not being encouraged and or taught our Constitution or our Bill of Rights. How can that be? How can our school kids required to learn so much in school, yet not the USA Constitution? It's baffling. I would say easily 9 out of 10 people that walk by me know nothing about our Constitution. In the almost 30 days I've been here, I've been here more than that, 30 days straight. Going on 30 days straight I've been here, and I'm baffled by how few of our United States citizens know KNOW or even care about knowing our USA Constitution. How on earth can that be in America? How can we discard the very bedrock of our freedom in our nation? It's hard to figure out. It's hard to figure out that so many young people are against something they've never even read, including the Bible for that matter. They're against the Bible and God, but they've never read the Bible. They're against the Constitution, but they've never even read it. It's really amazing. We have a scary society when we give up our bedrock of our freedom. They could take it right out from you in a second if you don't, if we don't propagate our Constitution in this country once more. They've been taking it away from us and our children for 40, 50 years. Easy.
Need water?
Have a little sign right here.
I know, I need one. I'll grab it if I need one. I'm not scared to show who I am, like CBS and ABC.
Put one on each side or two sides.
MSNBC. Yeah, definitely. No, all three sides. It's a tripod. I need 3 sides. Someone's making me one.
a barcode. You seen the
Oh, I
barcodes
got you.
around
I
camp?
got you.
We are. We'll have plenty of time to see them.
Good.
So it's really an honor to stand here in front of the place where the original Constitution, Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence are, and to actually talk about these incredible documents, some of the greatest documents in many's opinion, and rightly so, in human history, especially for governmental freedom and such. Incredible document, our Constitution, our Bill of Rights. So I'd like to read amendment number 1 of our Constitution. Most of us are somewhat familiar with it. Congress, meaning that building up there, where are they up that way? The Capitol building. Congress and Senate. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise
I like
thereof.
your shirt.
Thank God.
Your sh-
Thank God. Or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right to the people to peacefully assemble. That's what we've been doing. Peacefully assembling, and we're actually here to do the last part of this First Amendment, and that's to petition our government for a redress of grievances. All American citizens have that right I'm going to say it right, to petition their government. And by petitioning, that doesn't mean necessarily just writing it down, even though it's good to do that also and mail it to them or hand it to them as you have it in your hand. But to petition your government for a redress of grievances just means you're telling your government what is upsetting you the most about it. You have a right to do that in America. For instance, me, I talk about the southern border a whole lot. I talk about the mandates a whole lot. Those are two big grievances for me. And the gas prices I talk about a whole lot. Those are huge grievances. Those things are strapping the middle class and the lower income people hard. Not to mention all the business people in America. We want less government. And We the People movement in America, all free Americans want less, in particular, federal government. And by less, we could easily cut them in half. Easily. Just to start, we should require them to cut our federal government in half. Amendment number 2. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. Rights of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Amendment number 3. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner only to be prescribed by law. Amendment number 4. The right of the people to secure in their persons, in their houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Amendment number 5. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Oh, they probably get us on that one. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself or herself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Due process of law. When did we lose that in America? Just recently, a lot. Yes, that infamous January 6th. Many people held against their own due process. Many people being held all over the world against their due process. That's what tyrannical governments do. That's what they do in China and Venezuela, not in America. America doesn't hold their people without due process, period. It's right here in Amendment 5. Clear as day. Nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Number 6 of the Bill of Rights. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to speedy and a public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Our Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments go pretty deep. Go pretty deep. This here's number 7.
Okay, John, I'm back. I'm sorry. What do you need, John?
They get a little shorter, 7 through 10. In suits, suing at common law where the value and controversy shall exceed
Call my mom.
$20. You can sue anybody from 20 or over. That's why
I will do that.
God help us. The right of trial by jury shall be, and no fact tried by a jury shall be re-examined in court of the United States, and according to the rules of the common law. Number 8. Excessive bail shall not be required an unusual punishment inflicted. Wow, that's a great one of our number 8 of the Bible. Isn't that an incredible, beautiful one? Bill of Rights from having tyrannical people into our government to try to overcome you in any way, shape, or form. This is the bedrock of our freedom, the Bill of Rights in this Constitution. American people not know this hand and foot.
I'm not able to get to a
Number
phone.
9. Help me, Lord. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed
Ruth Paul, not me.
to deny or
Hey, Mom,
disparage
Ruth Paul, are
others
you okay?
retained by the people. Wow. That's worth studying right there. Wonder how many people studied the Ninth Amendment.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that.
Number 10,
Let's see here.
the last of our Bill of Rights, our 10
REA
First
for freedom.
Amendment.
Will you please make
to
a
the
comment so I
Constitution.
can? There you
Number
are.
10, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states. These powers
you very
are
much.
reserved to the states, first and foremost.
The
Let's
rules
say that
for
here.
mod,
They are reserved to the
basically
states
keep it constitutional, as long as someone's not
to the
being a
people.
direct bully on any
Powers
one
is
individual.
reserved to our states and to us,
Or-
not to an overbloated Godzilla-sized government, federal government.
Yeah, just
That means
very,
that,
very
as far as
lightly
I'm
moderate.
concerned, needs to be chopped in half. So many of us, we the people, would agree. Just start right there, all the way down to the bottom, and let's rebuild it all the way back up if we have to.
Okay, Ruth Paul,
Our
thank you very
federal
much.
government's so corrupt now.
I'll give you a call later.
It's going to take an absolute miracle for it to change peacefully, civilly. But we, the people, we're praying for that all across this nation, that we can help this
No
bloated
problem,
government
REA. Thank you very
face
much.
itself and cut itself drastically. Cut term limits. Yeah, we got to have term limits
Thank you,
on
John,
these
and
senators,
thank you, Ruth Paul.
Congress people. There's hardly one that ever becomes corrupt after 20, 30, 40 years. You can't, not one soul on the planet hardly, human man or woman, can endure the amount of temptation that hits you year after year of being a congressperson or a senator up there. Mr. Biden, up there 50 years, you don't think he's been bribed countless times? Nancy Pelosi, 45, 50 years up there, they've been bribed. They're only human. They got weak and they took the millions. They got weak and they took the power. They got weak and they got enriched off the American people by being up there 40, 50 years, giving people contracts and then receiving millions of dollars. We should have term limits so we can stop this illegal activity. We should have no more lobbyists in our federal government. That should be an illegal activity. It's insanity to expect our Congress and Senate to do a job when you got millionaires bribing them every day from the lobbyist standpoint. They're bribing them. That's what these lobbyists do. They're constant bribery machines.
Alrighty, guys. That was a little bit of our Bill of Rights and Constitution. That was True Patriot there. Yeah.
You bought a water for her?
Not,
That was the one you gave me.
yeah, I only bought 2.
We'll be right
You're
back.
welcome to mine.
No, I don't even share with my kids.
Hey, hey.
I was just
I have
telling
$1. They're probably 2 or 3. I have $1.50 actually.
Because probably why I never got COVID. Because I've shared.
That was fun. I'm gonna be doing that.
I only
I
got
didn't
2.
get any deposits.
Look, how many way?
Ooh, Mom, that sounds painful. Hope you feel better, Ruth.
Most of my sneeze.
He does. Like he's not trying to.
Especially
He's like actually doing a lot of cool stuff with it.
Hi, restore Constitution.
Shall we walk?
I'm ready.
I'd have a little lunch back.
You want to go to the art museum again? I can use one of their ham sandwiches.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know if I'll be able to film in there, but we'll see. Huh?
We're gonna go back first and decide from there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then we can go in the modern door.
I want to put this away.
Okay. Hey, you don't want to go in the museum with that?
No.
I don't think they're gonna let you in with that.
They let me in here. I had it when I walked through there one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. They're probably giving you looks though, like,
They
don't
knew
you
that
dare
if I turned
use
that
that.
on, I'm gonna be thrown out on my face.
everyone was looking at you like,
I have the wire put strapped it on my back here like this. It sort of hides when I do this. Can't
Okay.
see it.
Yeah.
That's a very active corner.
Yeah,
Oh, it's-
yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's a great place to stand.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
She'll get it down.
It was fun. Come
She
out
gave
and
a-
help. Come out.
Yes.
We can do this every corner
Yeah,
in DC. Come on.
yeah. Nice
Are they?
idea.
They go there?
Oh yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
the major
You still
ones.
going?
This brother and sister's brothers sell most of the
Yeah, Virginia.
Bunch of merchandise for sale here in DC.
stuff.
And let's go, Brandon hats. How you doing, boss? I remember you. Not today. But I got this many people here. I'm letting them know you're here right now. So there's like a couple hundred people watching you right now. So you guys got to come out here. He has a lot of nice material here for sale. We got hats and glasses, and come outside the archives building and
Archives building. We are here for Trump art and let's go Brown.
yeah.
Everybody
So
want them.
when you guys come out to see us at the 1776 Restoration Movement on the National Mall, you can come see the Constitution, and when you come out the exit, these guys are right here,
Yeah.
ready to fit you guys with a hat and glasses.
Thank you.
No problem, man. Thank
God
you.
bless.
God bless.
Go Brandon, go Brandon, go Brandon, go Brandon.
Yeah, they're out here every day, guys, right outside of the National Archives building. After you see the Constitution, you can come right out the exit. There's only one exit, and you will be greeted by these men showing their hats and sunglasses. Right now, we got a street performer playing the trumpet. I love brass. Huh? That's awesome. I got $1.
Now this I like seeing. I don't know why there's not more of it.
I got $1. Heck yeah, come out and see this guy, people. I'm local. I'm close by.
Wait. Ain't she beautiful? Ain't she beautiful?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ain't she
Yeah,
beautiful?
you see that a lot.
No man, I ain't never seen one beautiful as that. Hey, where you local? Where?
Right now I'm out near Virginia,
Where?
like around
Give me a town.
close to Arlington.
She beautiful. Close to Arlington.
Yeah,
Oh, they're by the airport, Dallas Airport.
yeah. No, Arlington.
Oh, Arlington, that's right across the bridge.
Yeah, but I gotta catch up to my people, man. I appreciate it, man.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, give me a send off.
Okay. Take the man.
Yeah.
Document this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You like that? You like that?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
I'll come back and see you.
I gotta practice.
Oh yeah, no, you're
If I
sounding
don't
good,
practice,
man.
I get rusty. You know, I get rusty. No, I keep it going, the chop.
I'll see you soon, boss. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I threw him $1 in the bucket. He said, "Thank God." I think he's been sitting there a while. Here we go.
No, definitely.
Land of the Pilgrim Pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Yeah, I hear someone clapping. I don't know if it was for you, but I heard someone clapping.
I received that.
Yeah, I would have taken it.
They want one.
Maybe tomorrow we'll hit. Let's go to the other. Let's take it easy in the heat. I really want to jump in that fountain over there. Big fountain. There's a man who's hired strictly just to stand there and make sure people don't do that. I talked to him.
That was with you.
Yeah.
Don't make it so bad.
I love calling people's jobs out like that. Like, wait, so your job is to stand here and make sure no one gets in the fountain.
He's probably good.
Probably a pretty active job. Especially on hot days. Here's the fountain, guys. There's a man inside that gate somewhere. Oh, I'm not walking there. I'm beelining back. I can smell camp already. I'm on my way. Oh man, I get tired so early now, Steve.
I guess it's 27 days later.
Well, no, I mean, it's just that it felt like a half a mile feels like 10 miles.
You know what doing? 27 days then?
27th day.
Is it?
Tomorrow at 7 a.m. will be the completion.
You need backups. We keep replacements.
I know. That's the problem here,
I have all
guys.
full of these energies and they're all saying, oh, not another step. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I could use a replacement.
Let's go. Back up our Patriots.
He's across.
People are burning themselves out because they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave and not have someone to replace them, or even better, have 10 people to replace everyone that leaves. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking where I'm walking. Probably gonna, once I get back to camp, guys, I'm gonna have to end this chat and video stream temporarily. I need to go eat. Also, I don't believe I'd be able to bring you guys with me into the cafeteria of the art museum. And I want to make sure my phone stays charged for you guys. Last night I fell asleep and think my phone died. Not sure. But yeah, it's pretty tired. I want to appreciate all the viewers right now, especially all my subscribers, and extra especially my moderators. Thank you for being here with me. Let me see the time. I'll give you guys, it's 1:45. So I'll say around 3 p.m. we'll be going live again. I'll try to make a short warning everybody. I will be going live, and I'll say around 3, you know, before, just around 3. I'm gonna try to make it on the dot. And I will be back. We are just gonna take a small intermission, and I am gonna be back around 3. So you guys get some lunch, take care of what you need to take care of, and make sure to come back at 3 p.m. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. When you hit the notification bell, press all, and you will not miss out on any content. Thank you very, very much, guys. Eventually I'm gonna get a laptop out here, and I'll be able to have more control over the channel than I currently do with just my smartphone. There'll be more settings available for me to slow down the chat, to help out the moderators a lot. So thank you to everyone that's here with me right now. It looks like all is quiet on the home front. It looks like our friend here might have got hot and hungry. She was standing right here at this tree. As you can see, there is no counter protests going on at the moment. We have our beautiful stage there with our signage. Looks like Dom's back. Yeah, we're gonna fill our bellies, guys. Thank you for being here with me today. I will see you guys back at 3. Make sure you tune back in. And it's gonna be a beautiful day, guys. Come out and see us if you have a chance, even if it's only for a weekend or a couple days throughout the week. It's turning into a nice scene here. Thank you very much, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you, REA for Freedom. Please join us back at 3. Thank you, Ruth Paul. Thank you, John T. I will see you guys later. Enjoy your afternoon.